What's up, guys? I wanted to do a little kind of impressions of South Park. Stick of Truth, really enjoyed that game. Finished that on the PlayStation 3, and I got the Stick of Truth again. Funny story, actually, and I might as well tell it. I actually pre-ordered the Fractured Butthole on the PlayStation Network ages ago, and they sent me the Stick of Truth code, and I downloaded it, and then the Fractured Butthole got delayed, and they said I could keep the Stick of Truth and cancel my pre-order, so I cancelled it, and I played the Stick of Truth again. I really enjoyed it, and then this came out and I got it somewhere else cheaper, so. But this is a great game. So far, I think the Stick of Truth for me has been funnier. But I'm very early on in the game, I would say. But yeah, I am enjoying it. I think the combat's a lot better. The whole setup of the game, where Stick of Truth was more like Lord of the Rings and all that sort of stuff. This one's more like the whole Marvel DC kind of thing going on, and that's the joy of South Park, because they just take the piss out of anything. And but yeah, you've got this. Oh, something's going on. But yeah, you've basically this takes place a day after Stick of Truth. You've got Cartman comes back in time. Well, he's pretending, but he comes back in time, and he's we've got to find this cat that's going missing, and it's just started to get interesting that the police chief, the police detective, not police chief, what is he called, Officer Barbrady, but the other guy, the detective guy that started going nice, the ginger with the ginger mustache. I've just kind of learned that he's got this cat that we're looking for, and he's selling. I don't know if anyone's seen that episode where Kenny was cheesing, and hallucinating off cat piss, and basically the police chief is bottling the cat piss from the cat that we're looking for. Oh shit! And selling it on the streets. So that's kind of where I'm at with the game. It's still early days, but I think it's a good game. Certainly a lot better than the older South Park games. The 64 days and all that sort of stuff. No, didn't even pick it up. Oh well. But yeah, it's just crude humour, and I've just got a new costume there, so I might equip that. Excuse me. But yeah, it touches on all, the normal sort of stuff. You get to choose your gender with Mr. Mackey, and he says, are you a cis male or a, binary, and all this sort of stuff that seems to be. Is that a dress I'm wearing? I can't wear a dress. Yeah, we'll keep it on, actually. Well, that looks pretty cool as well. That'll do. Hands. Okay, that's me. Decided to create me as a child, because, having a bald South Park character was pretty dull. So I did me when I had hair. Because I did used to have hair one day, a long time ago. So you've got Coonstagram, which is Cartman's kind of, well, it's South Park's version of Instagram, and you've got to get followers, and you can do selfies with people. There's a lot of, funny, South Park stuff that will come up on there. You've got the map, the town map's pretty much the same, there's all your missions. It's pretty much the same as you know, Stick of Truth. You got your costumes, which you just looked at. Crafting, you can craft stuff, you know, artifacts, costumes, consumables. You got your artifacts, so you can equip. These are like runes, I suppose, that you can upgrade to your might, make your might more powerful. And you got your powers. You can swap your powers out, any ones you don't want to use. You got your allies in your team that you can swap in and out. Swap Super Craig for Jimmy. Character sheet, which is basically, you know, all this cis-mail I've just filled out with Mr. Maki. Power source, my anus, and my kryptonite is old people. All them had a kind of choice. Allies, summons, farts. I've got a fart now that I can reverse time with. So it's that kind of, and then you got inventory and stuff with, you know, components and mission objectives and stuff like that. And then you can change your wallpaper on your phone. You can customize the colour of your phone, and that's basically it. Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh my, how are they? Yes. See you later, man.
So when they're all flying about and stuff and doing all this sort of shit, it's all obviously happening in the kids' imagination. But if you like Stick of Truth, I mean, even if you didn't play Stick of Truth on the PlayStation, you know, 3 or Xbox 360, it's totally worth getting because it's so hilarious. We'll show the combat. Combat's totally changed. You can't really block anymore. But it's turn-based combat. There's a lot of cool kind of moves you can do. Obviously, I'll be going first, so I'll just. You got all these QTE kind of things that you've got to do. So we'll go Jimmy, because Jimmy might be able to go through these two people. Yeah, he can. And then he goes invisible if I use that move. And then we got the Coon.
This might sting. Try not to slip on your own guts. I'd hate for you to fall and hurt yourself.
Have your boyfriend massage that for you.
He's grossed me out, so I'm going to be sick every now and again now, because he's flicked a bug in my face.
Took that like a champ, Forthy.
And Scott Malkinson has diabetes, so... But there's been some hilarious moments where you've got to go and find... You've got to go through this strip club and... You know, make a drink that, you know, it was... Yeah, it's really crude. If you like South Park, it's definitely... We'll finish him off. We fought Randy. Stan's dad actually asks you to help you find out who's been keying his car, scratching his car, and you you take on the job, and obviously later on you find that it's actually Randy doing it when he's steaming drunk, and then you have to fight him because you try to take the keys off him because you don't want to let him drink and drive, and then you do this mission where you try to find these strippers, and then Randy turns up later on. He's even more drunk on red wine, and they're like, "Oh no, he's a red wine drunk. Red wine drunks are the worst kind of drunks," and all this sort of stuff. And he's like drinking more red wine to gain more power and stuff. But it's funny, like. Good shit.
That turd was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's my turn now.
I can rewind now with my farts because I can only do this once, and then I've got to wait 3 turns to do it. And I imagine there'd be different farts for different purposes.
Well done, butthole.
So I've got my ultimate now. I don't know, let's use Jimmy's, but we'll use it on this dude. And everyone's got a unique ultimate. My character swallows fire down into his belly and then farts it out of his anus.
Get keen. Ow. They should have moved if they didn't want to get all scratched up. My turn.
So we'll go Scott Malkinson now.
Coon and friends forever.
Once again, the coon saves the day.
But yeah, I like it. It's a good game. I'm getting really into it actually. I've actually just bought The Evil Within 2 and I haven't even started that. And then this came out and I've just haven't been able to put this down from when I can, you know, play it. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the gist. I'm still kind of learning the story. The story's kind of unfolding as I'm doing it. I don't really know what's going on. The superheroes have split up. We were all together trying to sort out like a Marvel franchise and talk about each other's films and, you know, get that sort of franchise going. And then they had an argument and they've all kind of split off now, and it's like Cartman's superhero the Coon versus Kenny's superhero Mysterion. And there's other people like Stan and Kyle have separated on different teams, and I think at one point I'm gonna have to choose. There was a bit in the church here as well when I went in, and I was talking to the priest here, and then I went into this back room, and he told me that I would see a vision of something of my next mission stuff, and then there was 2 Catholic priests that were there, and then a lot of porn music started to play, and they were trying to have sex with me and attack me with anal beads and stuff.
Remember when Morgan Freeman was God?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Remember when Christians cared about the sick and the poor? Sure, I remember.
So yeah, it's a good game. It's definitely worth picking up. The combat's not too difficult. There's also little like in-game stuff, like, you know, you can interact with the world. You can fart. You can throw rockets that interact with the level, or you can, you know, throw farts, which is always fun. So yeah, that's kind of the Stick of Truth. Really enjoying it so far. I don't think it's going to turn out to be a crap game because, sorry, this is the Fractured Butthole, but the Stick of Truth was really good. I'm definitely going to play through that again. I might even stream that as well. But really enjoying this. So I'm definitely, if you're a fan of South Park, definitely pick it up. I know there's more games out. I know Shadow of War's just come out. Within's just come out. I'm going to do other videos on Shadow of War because I've actually got 80% completion on Shadow of War,
Watch those farts.
and I'm at the end game, and I don't really think much of it after that, but that's another video for another time. So for now, guys, that's just the Fractured Butthole. You can buy it now. It's a turn-based RPG, adult humour, and it's really funny. It's really worth a watch. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.